Hi guys! So this video will give you some tips on how to make an R2D2 cake. It's how I made it anyway. And if you want to ask any questions, feel free. So I actually used a standing cake kit from Lakeland for this cake. I'm not sure if they're available anymore, but there are lots of different cake structure kits online that you can get hold of. Failing that, there's some other little tricks that you can do. You can use like chunks of polystyrene underneath the board to create like a little levitating effect and disguise the polystyrene. You just need to make sure everything's kind of skewered down in. You can also make your own structure boards. Lots of tricks out there. With the size, I just guess, visually go by what I think. I coated it with some buttercream and then a layer of chocolate ganache so that the outer surface would just set firmer. So here's little arm bits I made out of a mixture of Rice Krispie and marshmallow. Hardened it quickly in the freezer, coated it with chocolate ganache. Again, I just do these by sight, what I think looks right. Kind of keep holding it up to kind of see if it looks like it's going to be the right height, comparing to pictures that I'm watching on my laptop at the same time. So I covered the lower part of the structure with fondant so that I could spray it later on and cover, because it's, you don't want to have white plastic showing. And then I start covering the actual main part of the cake. I did half at a time just because it's easier than wrapping the whole thing around. I felt like I could get it more accurate, and these side bits are going to be hidden anyway. So using food colouring, I add on a few earthy tones to the cake board using a clean sponge. I will try and add different products that I've used in the description. Using a brush and water, I start attaching some of the little details that are the kind of blue shades on him first. Here I'm just kind of lining things up, making sure things are going to fit together, getting things into the right position, and attaching the, what are they? Like robot limbs. I don't know what to call them, but they're his pieces. I'm attaching his pieces to him, and you can use cocktail sticks if you feel like they need more security. A little bit of water, just kind of make sure they're held close to him and they're not going to just fall down. So I continued on adding little buttons and bits and pieces by referencing online pictures. Lots of pictures differ online, but you can kind of get the basic gist of where to put things. This is one of my favourite bits because it sort of brings everything to life. So I started airbrushing, starting with the top because the whole top section is a grayer tone. So I did the grey tone, kind of went in between lots of bits and buttons and just kind of where I felt it was needed. Again, I just tend to wing things and do it by what I feel looks right. I kind of reference things online at the same time a little bit, but I kind of just shade in where I feel needs shading in. If you prefer the kind of pristine look, then you can do it however you want, but I kind of wanted to go for that more kind of like worn, slightly grubby, a little bit battered looking kind of R2D2. So that was the vibe I was going for. I preferred it, kind of more organic feel to it, but you can just go with whatever you like the look of. To add a little interest to the bottom of the board, I used some leftover cake and buttercream from the carving and just crumbled it all up and just added it to the bottom of the board. Kind of helped disguise a little bit of the cake structure as well. And here he is, all finished. I hope you found this video helpful or just fun to watch. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Thank you.